fighting robot. Mega Man. Super 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 fighting robot. Mega Man. Fighting to save the world.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the stream. It's me, ShellshockPrime, and tonight we're going to do the ShellshockPrime showcase, the Super ShellshockPrime showcase. This was supposed to happen on Sunday, but I decided, you know what, we're going to do it tonight instead, and we're going to do the Sonic Game Gear games on Sunday, as you can see right here on this schedule. So I changed things around, so the Sonic Game Gear games will now happen on Sunday instead of tonight. But don't worry, we'll get to them on Sunday. But tonight we're going to showcase what I'm going to be showing off for the next couple of months. We got a lot planned. Good to see you, Big Will. Good to see you, Kaiju. Good to see you, Nova. Good to see you, Dragon, Noble Boy, Coda's Kitten, Kevin. Welcome everybody coming in. All of you coming in tonight. It's Friday, July 3rd, 2026, and it's really hot. But it's going to rain real soon. But I hope everyone's doing what they can to stay cool on this Friday evening. And right now, I just want to make sure that everything's all good. So this is about a half hour long of the showcase. Plus, I have a post-showcase notes that I'll also be sharing that didn't make it to the broadcast, but will be shown on stream right afterwards. So I hope you guys can stay to watch everything that I'm going to showcase here, because there's a lot. There is a lot. But I hope you're all doing good. It's just hot right now. But I'm doing my best to just hang in there as always. So it's going to be a half hour long. There's a lot of stuff, some stuff that I'm pretty much just confirming on when this is happening, or that's happening. Tomorrow's the 4th of July. I usually don't really use social media as much on the 4th of July. I like to just keep that data myself for the most part. I'll be on Discord, but social media otherwise, not so much. Unless it's something I need to really like post about, but more likely I'm just gonna I'll be on Discord. But yeah, other than that, I'm looking forward to showcasing what I have in store for you guys. I hope that you guys are all doing really well. Just want to give it like a minute or so before I begin, but it's hot. Despite the fact that it's hot, I am not letting anything like that just bring anything else down. If anything, it's going to actually be going up a lot more for me. But I'll do what I can to make sure everything's good. Fireworks are already going off. I hate fireworks and I refuse to celebrate the holidays on my own terms till further notice. I actually don't like celebrating the holiday. I actually don't like the only thing I ever like to do is hang out with friends, but I don't really like to celebrate the holiday for the sake of it, for personal reasons. But that's another conversation for another day. Other than that, just getting everything else done, making sure that this is going to be something that I'm looking forward to just talking about more. Like, what else do I have in store? Well, you're gonna have to find out. You'll have to see, because we got some stuff that I'm going to showcase. But yeah, like, just want to give it just a minute or two before we go ahead and just get into it. But it's so fucking hot, though. That's the thing. It's so fucking hot. Yeah. I think we're good to go. All right. So I have alerts muted for the most part. Yeah, you just got in time. I'm just basically just talking. I'm actually about to get ready to get started in a moment, Ice Pick, but it's just that it's so fucking hot right now, but it's about to rain real soon. We're gonna get thunderstorms this weekend. So hot. But I've been turning on the AC off and on because I'm trying not to overuse it too much. But other than that, everything should be good. We're going to get started in just a moment. I was just waiting to see if anyone else is coming in before I start. It was raining in my area today. Last night, so our heat wave's pretty much done. So, yeah, our heat wave is going to be done by I want to say Sunday or Monday. I don't know. Probably Sunday or Monday. Because tomorrow is still going to be hot, even with the rain. It's still going to be like 100 degrees, even with the rain. At least, maybe tomorrow night is when it's going to go down. Maybe tomorrow night. But I don't know. Got 2 more endings in Shadow last night, at least 4 more. Nice. I will eventually get to that game. I'm not looking forward to it myself. But it's not the Sonic game that I'm dreading playing, to be honest. No. And it's not 06 either. There is another. One that I actually have never played before. It's Forces. I already did Forces. I already did it back in 2018. I already streamed it. Yes, Sonic. It is Sonic Boom, the Wii U version. Yeah, because I already did Sonic Forces back in 2018. I'm good. I already got what I need out of that. I did beat the game. I still got to do Unleashed. I still got to do Lost World, Shadow 06. The 2 storybook games. I would like to do those games eventually. What else haven't I done in terms of Sonic? Because I'm still in the middle of the handheld era for Sonic. There's more. In terms of home console Sonics, I think that's just about it. Because I've done Frontiers, though I haven't done the DLC. I've played Sonic Generations, Shadow Generations on stream. I've done Sonic Colors, but it was Sonic Colors Ultimate. Did I do Heroes? Yeah, I did it back in 2023. All the characters. I did Adventure 1 and 2, like in terms of 3D Sonic. Adventure 1, 2, Heroes, Colors, Generations, both the Sonic and the Shadow, Forces, and Frontiers. So I have the storybook games, I have Shadow the Hedgehog, I have Sonic 06, Unleashed, which if I do Unleashed, it's the 360 PS3 version. Lost World, and then there's the Sonic Boom games, and then I'll have to start digging deep on what else I need to do for Sonic, at least until other new games come out. But and in terms of 2D Sonics, other than the handheld games, I haven't done Sonic 4 on stream. I've beaten Sonic 4 on my own years ago, episode 1, but I've never beaten episode 2 because by then I just didn't care. But yeah. So, let's do this. Again, alerts are muted, so, and I also disable a lot of channel points for the time being, other than the numbers and the check-in. Which I'm going to mute the check-in sound. So, let's do this. Shellshock Prime Showcase, July 2026. So, let's do it. Welcome back to the Shellshock Prime Showcase. We have a lot in store for tonight's showcase. What you just seen was a teaser for the 40th birthday subathon stream that's going to take place later this September. But I have a lot of exciting stuff that I want to show off that I cannot wait for you all to see. So without further ado, let's take a look.
Welcome to the trap, mouse! What a crappy Some falls don't begin in the sky.
So we plant a few bombs, watch the canisters go boom.
Mine started a few weeks back. The sky was just the exit wound.
Hey, watch.
Welcome to public transit, bub.
It didn't seem like much at first. Wasn't even sure it was a case.
What you need is a big one. And this, Mr. Pepper, is the big one.
But I won't die, right? What? Something within me, I don't know, old instinct maybe, said turn back.
Get some solid evidence, and we'll get to the bottom of this in no time.
Tammy, ain't you a sight for sore eyes?
Don't go count your mice just yet! They're coming! Just shut up and keep firing!
This case was more trouble than it was worth.
Jack!
But, well, trouble is what I do. Okay, this must be some kind of foreign film.
This is not how I imagined my first day.
Due to the citywide outbreak, you are advised to take shelter at the Raccoon City Police Station. Free food and medical supplies will be provided to everyone in need.
Something's not right.
Stay back, sir. I got this.
What the? Is anyone here? Jesus. They're everywhere.
I'm giving you an order, rookie. You save yourself first.
Help me! Please!
What in God's name?
We got a double elite tonight. What? Oh my god.
I'm gonna do 6 on you. Know your path. Ooh, this is gonna hurt a lot.
ミッションをやり遂げないとみんなのために。
わかった。
またオービタルズ2人協力プレイのスペースアドベンチャー、
イエイ。
任天堂スイッチ2から出るよ。
イエイ。お楽しみに。
Doesn't matter. A beast isn't far from an oni, you know.
You do well to follow his example.
I thought you'd see the appeal, Musashi.
That castle on the mountain.
Musashi, I sense Genma. Prepare yourself. No ordinary Genma can move like that. I doubt this area was designed to welcome visitors. The castle's owner must be terribly cautious.
I am Suten Tochi. Miyamoto Musashi. The fool who seeks strength yet rejects the power of the Oni. You shame yourself, child. Witness my might!
If you live by the sword, fighting is everything. So you've lost. Will you swap the sword for a trowel?
Like hell I will.
No? What then? Are you going to start taking human souls?
If human souls are what it takes.
Musashi, if that's the path he walks, I will follow. I've chosen to trust Musashi's judgment in all matters.
Oni departed. Give me every ounce of power that you have. In return.
Then get going, Onimusha.
Okay, kid, get out there and remember, you're a tiger, kid! A tiger! That's the champ! Now he's running. How you feeling, kid? Good, good. That's using your head. Strategy. You're a genius, kid, a real professor. You're a
bum! You're an animal, kid. A bum! Don't worry, kid. It'll heal.
New Super Punch-Out, only for Super NES. Get smart, or get knocked stupid.
Only 12 guys to go. You're the king, I tell you. The king!
Yay! Right on!
Long ago, there was a land called Hyrule, created by beings of supreme divinity. At the very edge of this kingdom, there lay a small forest. Within it, an ancient solitary tree quietly watched over the inhabitants of the forest. These forest dwellers were called the Kokiri. Each had a fairy companion, and they lived out their innocent lives in these woods. However, there was one particular boy who did not have a fairy.
Well, I hope that you've enjoyed everything that I've shared so far in this broadcast tonight. So, we have a lot that I have been planning for the next couple of months, as you can see right here. There have been a couple of games that were planned to be streamed this year, but plans have changed, or some games just weren't working out the way that I want them to. But I do have a whole lot more that I'm looking forward to sharing at a later date. But for now, we got one final announcement, and I hope you can stay to the end to see all of it. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you all have a great day.
When spring comes, I'm leaving town. I'm going to Midgard. I'm going to be a soldier. The best of the best, like Sephiroth.
Sephiroth, the war hero? I know he died in an accident 5 years ago. They said so on the news.
Maybe they did. But I've got a feeling he's still alive.
You are too weak to save anyone. Not even yourself. You have failed again, it seems. But through suffering, you will grow strong.
Shut up!
Cloud, lend me your strength. Let us defy destiny together.
Where to, folks?
Did you miss us?
On me. Cloud.
Sephiroth?
It's time.
We all know what's at stake here.
Dad! Mommy!
I'm sorry.
Eva! I'm in! Right! Ready?
Bring it on!
Let's do this.
Sephiroth has to be stopped.
Don't let her fool you.
No telling what the future holds for us.
Shall we?
Let's finish this.
Long ago, a shadow fell upon our planet. Guided by calamity, one man sought dominion through reunion. By his will, a star fell. A meteor called forth to bring ruin to all. But our planet answered, awakening mighty weapons to stand against the celestial threat. Now, hope endures in those who fight.
Long story short, the world's in trouble. It has been for a while.
So what are we waiting for? Let's give Sephiroth the beating of a lifetime.
You're mine.
I'll make this quick. Good night.
The sky's the limit!
I can do this. I'll make you proud.
Just ain't your day.
Oh my, is that a weapon I see?
Far as I can tell, these things don't distinguish between friend and foe.
Save the planet by killing her protectors. Let us put your faith to the test, Cloud.
Never would have made it this far without you guys. And I won't let you down. I promise.
At last, the promise is fulfilled. The journey ends here.
Well, there we go. So that's a lot that I shared throughout the whole thing. I normally go a lot longer for these presentations, but I decided to scale some things back, and I made this into like a half hour. But let's go over everything, starting from the very beginning. So I started off with like a very like short teaser of what I usually do every year, where I do like a birthday stream. And I've been doing birthday subathons, although last year I didn't do a subathon. It was just a regular birthday stream, but I did do one. And I'm gonna do one. Don't you usually do one more thing? That was the one more thing. The Final Fantasy. I'll get to that later, but yeah. So more likely late September is when I'm doing my birthday stream. It's probably gonna be, I'm looking at the dates because my birthday is a Tuesday this year, so I'm probably gonna do the 28th and 29th. And maybe the 30th. We'll see. It's not set in stone on how I'm handling it this yet. I honestly don't know what I'm doing. It also depends on like what I'm doing regarding like in person and whatnot with friends, which that's more of a thing that I'm gonna look into on my own accord. But yeah. So I got the big birthday stream on late September. That's the first thing. Next was Mouse PI. So with Mouse PI, that game's been on my radar for a while. So it kind of reminds me of BioShock in a sense, but with like a noir theme with mice. Kind of like the Steamboat Willie Mickey Mouse in a sense, but with a more of a detective. There was another similar game I've seen, Bad Cheese. I'm not doing that one. That one does not look great to me. This one, on the other hand, actually looks really good. It looks fun. I actually will be playing that at some point, like by the end of the summer. I got to figure out a date for that. Because of the fact that there's a lot going on, but I've been hearing really good things about it this year. I've been hearing really good things about Mouse PI, and that one looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. I love BioShock, so naturally I feel like this type of game would be right up my alley. Let's see. So after Mouse PI, what did I show off? Actually, what I can do is let me actually load this back up, and I could actually just show off the presentation again, and just like, but with the but I would show off like a image where you see me. I'll just be talking over it, and then you'll see exactly what I'm doing. Just give me 1 second. Not sure why I didn't think to do that before. Let me open up VLC. Oh, and I actually had to uninstall and reinstall VLC because I was having issues with it earlier, but then I fixed it. I fixed it because of the fact that, for whatever reason, I was having issues like playing any of it, so I had to uninstall and reinstall. Alright, so July 2026, there we go. Bring back the taste test. What am I going to taste test at this point that I haven't done? I don't know, because I honestly don't know what I'm going to do. Let me just make sure that let me just check something for a minute before we do anything. Let's see. Give me 1 second. The baked beans popsicle? I don't know about that. Like, it's basically baked beans with high fructose corn syrup. That's what it is. If that's what you want, be careful what you wish for, I guess. Yeah, I just want to just do one thing. Oh, I can hear the thunder. Damn, I could definitely hear thunder right now. But yeah, I guess I don't really care what it is. I just like seeing you do them. Yeah. But yeah, give me 1 second. All right, let me just go to the main scene right here. Now playing nothing because I'm not really playing a game. Remember, everyone, to mark my words. This drill will open a hole in the universe, and that hole will be the path forward. Those behind us, the dreams of those who have fallen, the hopes of those who will follow, those two set the dreams weave together into a double helix, drilling a path towards tomorrow. And that's Tengen Toppa. That's Gurren Lagann. My drill is the drill that creates the heavens. I need to finish up Gurren Lagann. I've only watched like some episodes with my brother, but I didn't watch the whole thing. I'm here for the chaos and memes, yes. So let me just put this back on. But I'm gonna put the volume down because I'm gonna just show. So for those who are coming in that missed some of the stuff, all right. So yeah, like I said, I'm doing Mouse PI. I do plan to play this game at some like later this year.
Than it was worth.
Like this summer. But that's my thing. Like this has been on my radar. This is something that I actually want to do. Because it actually looks really cool. But yeah, I've been meaning to watch it also on my second playthrough of it. Oh, nice. So old versus new. I'm doing another one in October. Where like I'm gonna be doing Resident Evil 2. Like I'm doing the original version of Resident Evil 2 for the PS1 as well as the remake, which I have it on Steam. I don't know if I don't know when Capcom's gonna bring the remakes to the Switch 2, but I'm gonna wait and see if they announce anything like this fall. If not, then I'll just play the Steam version of Resident Evil 2 remake while I'm gonna play the PS1 version of the original. I've never played Resident Evil 2. These games, I've heard a lot of great things about Resident Evil 2. So, people say this was one of the best games in the series. So I'm looking forward to just getting through this one. Let's see. So as you can see, so this is something. This is a Resident Evil I wanted to do for a while. And what made me motivated to doing this particular old versus new is right around the time when I was streaming Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil Village late last year. Granted, I will say I enjoyed 7 more than Village, but Village had some pretty cool moments. So and then because I was mainly playing those two to hype myself up for Requiem, which I loved and still do. So now playing both the original remake of Resident Evil 2 is going to be wild. I still got to figure out if I prefer Requiem or 7, but the thing is that it's very close. Like I do prefer Requiem over Village, even though Village is very good. We'll see how I feel about these games, like the original 2 like I'm gonna play the PS1 version. Yeah, there's other versions. There's the N64 version. There's GameCube. There's Dreamcast. But I'm gonna stick to the PS1 original, and then do the remake on Steam or Switch 2 if it comes out on Switch 2 before. By the time I do this, I'm doing this in October. So my thing is this. I want to try to get through like the Resident Evils I've never played, because I want to. My goal is to eventually stream like the Resident Evil games before, like the Resident Evil games I haven't done yet, before the Code Veronica remake comes out. I might actually do the Code Veronica original and remake like side by side for old versus new. I might do that. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, October is when I'm gonna do Resident Evil 2. So what do I have next right here? Next up is Blasphemous. So Icepick recommended me to do this. Like, he uses channel points to get me to do this game. I've heard great things about Blasphemous. I feel like this is a game I would enjoy. From what I've seen of it, like it kind of reminds me of like a Metroidvania Dark Souls game. Who redeemed this? Icepick. I do like how this looks so far. But this is something I'm gonna do later in the year. I know it had a sequel come out not too long ago, but it looks fucking good. It's definitely bloody. It's definitely like, there's definitely a lot going on here. I feel like this is something I should have played years ago. For whatever reason, the art style kind of looks like there was a game that I streamed years ago that it kind of reminds me of. However, I feel like there's more detail than that. Like, I'm somehow reminded of Hyper Light Drifter, which I gotta play the sequel for that one. Only this looks a lot better than that game. I can't wait to watch you play Blasphemous. It's gonna be fun. Oh yeah, I'm gonna play the sequel at some point. For now, it's just gonna be Blasphemous. This one looks really good though. So I'm looking forward to playing this game. You're gonna go for the good ending, the bad ending, or the ending they added for the DLC? Definitely the good ending, for sure. All right, so for Retro Night, the first Retro Night on this video showed off PS2. Let me just scroll back real quick. You're behind. Oh damn. Okay, so Retro Night. So PS2. This one I'm going to showcase a couple of PS2 games, many of which are as you can see right there. Like, I'm going to do the Jak and Daxter games. Like, I'm going to showcase some of them, like Jak and Daxter 1, Jak 2. Maybe I might do Jak 3 on there, like just show like a piece of the game. There's a couple other PS2 games I'll showcase. Some of them will probably be some multiplats, but there will also be some exclusives here too. That's next week, mind you. I'm going to be doing that next Thursday. So PS2 Retro Night, more Spyro. Well, I should actually stream the Spyro games at some point, but more likely, when will I do Spyro? Whenever I decide to go back to Crash, which I don't know when. So afterwards in August, I'm going to do a Retro Night based on Tekken. I'm more likely going to do up to Tekken Tag Tournament 2. So whatever I can do on PS3. So Tekken 1, 2, 3, Tag Tournament, 4, 5 Dark Resurrection, 6, and Tekken 2, Tekken Tag Tournament 2. So yeah, there's a lot of Tekken. Because after I did the Soul Calibur Retro Night, I'm like, you know what? Let's do Tekken. And then the week after that is going to be a retro night dedicated to Super Nintendo's 35th anniversary, because it'll be the 30th anniversary when it came out here in North America in 1991. And I think I might be close to the date of when it actually came out, because Super Nintendo is one of my all-time favorite consoles. So of course I'm gonna want to do a retro night on this. And that's not all. I'm also going to do a retro night on Nintendo 64 on September 24th. Funny, the thing is that when it released in North America, it released on my birthday that year. But I'm going to do it days before because of my birthday stream. But as you can see, you'll have some of the usual suspects. Like you'll have Super Mario 64, Mario Kart 64, Star Fox 64 will be on here. Many others. I might actually have WWF No Mercy on there, even though I recently found out that WCW NWO Revenge is actually the best-selling wrestling game on the N64. And not only that, it's the 13th best-selling game of all time on N64. Number one is this, it's Super Mario 64. But in terms of what is the best-selling third-party game, if you count it as third-party, GoldenEye. If you don't, then it's Shadows of the Empire. But yeah, these are the retro nights I'm going to be doing for the next few months. I will do an October one, but I haven't planned out on what the Halloween retro night's going to be this time. I haven't planned it out yet. All right, so next up right here is Splatoon Raiders. So this one will more likely be a co-op playthrough. I know that it said the date, the date when I'm going to be streaming this is the release date. I don't know if that's going to be the case yet. I want to wait to see who am I going to get as my partners, and we all agree on when we're going to stream them. Yeah, because this is a game you can play co-op. I just gotta figure it all out. That's why I'm honestly eager to really do this, because it's co-op. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but I'll figure it out. It may not be, and I may not stream it at launch. I may stream it afterwards, but we'll see. I did not watch I will say I did not watch the Splatoon Raiders Direct, so I don't know if they had anything there that I would be surprised about. So right now it says July 23rd. Probably Epic Man will be there, more likely, yes. But I can't really promise if it's gonna be that day. Right now I'm putting it there for now, but that might change. So this right here is me hyping up the October games, the spooky games I'm doing this year. Yes, I'm doing the old versus new Resident Evil 2 original remake, but I'm also doing other spooky games. I'm going to do Alien Isolation. So with Alien Isolation, I've heard that game is really good, very scary. I feel like that's a game where even if you're not the biggest fan of the Alien series, or you're not a fan at all, but you still want to get into it. And I do want to watch those movies at some point. But I will at least play Alien Isolation. Crow Country is another one. This one I know for a fact that I wanted to do, because it kind of reminds me of the PS1 era horror games. And I do like how it looks, so that's another one I'm looking forward to playing. And then there's also Clock Tower Rewind, which this one is a remake of Clock Tower, so I'm gonna be streaming this one as well. Clock Tower. The funny thing is, Clock Tower, I know for a fact that I was gonna get to this series eventually. I just didn't know when I was going to, but So, you love Clock Tower, Dragon? Awesome. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing Clock Tower. This October is going to be dope. Who else here has played Clock Tower? Because I've heard great things about these games. I will get to the other Clock Tower games in the future, but for now, it's just this one, Clock Tower Rewind. So, Alien Isolation. You should play the PS1 Clock Towers at some point. Yeah, there was a Super Nintendo one, but it was only in Japan. But there is a fan translation. But I think that this is the remake of that one. So there's Alien Isolation, Crow Country, and Clock Tower. More likely, I'm not gonna have time for any other games any other spooky games, because I do have the old versus new Resident Evil, the remake of 2 and the original version of 2. So I figured these three. If I would have added a fourth game, it would have been Silent Hill 3 for the PS2. But that's going to have to wait till like the future. I know that Son has been wanting to see me go back to the Silent Hill games, but that's something that's going to have to wait a while. And I eventually want to stream Silent Hill 2 Remake as well as Silent Hill F. And there's a new one coming out. Another horror series I would like to do in the future would be Fatal Frame. Like, I've never actually played any of those games, but someday. So yeah, that's the Spooktober edition. So those are the spooky games that I'm gonna do. We're gonna play like Alien Isolation first, then Crow Country, and then Clock Tower. I will be playing the Switch version of Alien Isolation on Switch 2. I'm pretty certain that it will run better on Switch 2 anyway. Alright. Let me go to the next thing. Alright. So, over here we got Slay the Spire. So, this one right here is a game that I know I wanted to do. This was in the second tournament of Backlog. It came in 4th place after losing because third place was Katamari, so this was 4th. I know I definitely want to play this. I was thinking about what would be like a deck builder roguelike that I would get into and stream, and I kept thinking this would be the one. But clearly, people voted for this one, so. I did say coming soon, because I got to plan out when I'm doing this. You can help a lot with it too. Yeah, because I know that you've been playing this game. And I will eventually get to Slay the Spire 2. I know that one, I think that one is early access, which is why it's not on consoles yet. I do think that it'll get a console release maybe like next year or the following year. And if it does, more likely it'll be on Switch 2 and PlayStation consoles. I'll definitely get it on Switch 2 when it comes out on there. But for Slay the Spire, I have it on Switch, so that's how I'm going to play the game. It looks good, though. It looks good. It looks like fun. To be honest, there was another like deck builder roguelike that I wanted to do besides Slay the Spire. I wanted to do Dicey Dungeons, but another time. Now right here is I have Orbitals. So I remember when Orbitals was first announced back in the Game Awards. And then it turns out that this is a Switch 2 exclusive. And they didn't even say console exclusive. No, they just said exclusive. I do think that it might actually just be a console exclusive, and it will actually like come out on PC in the future. But for now, it's Switch 2, physical on cart. Yeah, they even teased it, because I originally thought this was going to be a game key card release, but no, it's on cart, full on cart. And they even made fun of because they made fun of PlayStation the other day, like in regards to the PS5 physical copy controversy. Yeah, because I mentioned that I wanted to do this with Silver, so That's what's gonna happen. We're both gonna play this, though. No, since Silver. Oh, there you are, Silver. Hope you're doing good, dude. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing Orbitals with you. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be great. Because like when we played Split Fiction, it was a lot of fun. So, good to see you, dude. Hope you're well. So, Onimusha. So, Onimusha, Way of the Sword. I'm gonna play this game when it comes out. Though, when I was rendering everything and when I was making sure I had everything all sorted out, I actually forgot to change the Onimusha portion because this had the original release date that we were gonna get, September 25th, but that's not the release date anymore. It's September 4th. The funny thing is that they confirmed that they were gonna bump it up to September 4th, but then in the Capcom showcase, it still says September 25th. But now, like, it says September 4th on, like, everything that it's on. So September 4th is when I'm going to stream the game. Day one. I'm going to get it on Switch too. Hey, Charlotte, good to see you. Yeah, it's there because they did this with Pragmata a couple months ago. How you doing, Charlotte? I'm showcasing some games that I'm going to be doing this year. And right now we're up to Onimusha Way of the Sword. I'll be streaming this when it comes out. Looking forward to it. I will say though that more likely next year I'll stream Onimusha 2 remastered, like the remastered version. So I'll do that next year. But this year I'll do this one. A bit deflated. Cape Verde lost to Argentina. In the World Cup, I presume. Oh, I streamed the original Onimusha years ago, Nova. It's fantastic. Like, it's a great game. You presume correctly? Nice. But yeah, like, I'm sorry about that, Charlotte. I heard they were newcomers. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, September 4th, not September 25th. Because this was before, like, I found out, like, that was the actual release date. All right, so next up, I am going to be streaming Super Punch-Out for the Super Nintendo. Yeah, because as you can see right here, this is the original commercial. I actually found a very high-quality version of it. So, Super Punch-Out. I've never beaten this game before. You want to know why? Because I keep getting stuck at Mad Clown. The fucking Mad Clown. I could not beat him ever. And he's just a fucking palette swap of Bear Hugger. This is a high score challenge contest at LI Retro this year. Oh, wow. Well, all the more reason to play this game. And I actually took the Wii U trailer of when it was on Virtual Console and just changed it up for this. It wasn't OG Punch-Out like Mike said. Well, it's funny how like they're doing that, and it's right here because I'm going to be streaming this game. I've only ever got up to although I will say Aaron Ryan is pretty hard. But I could never ever beat Mad Clown in this game. In other World Cup news, I now have Rebecca Lowe filed under transition goals. God, how I wish I was pretty as her. Well, yeah, she does look awesome. She does look pretty. So definitely goals for you on that one for sure. I heard SGDQ is going to be streaming a certain GOAT game as bonus game. Ooh, I got to take a look at that. But yeah, Super Punch-Out. Because I could never make it past Mad Clown. And I want to right that wrong. I want to be able to beat Mad Clown and then face off against Super Macho Man. And then we go to the final circuit and beat up both of those Bruiser brothers. That's my goal. I could only ever make it to Mad Clown. I keep losing the Mad Clown. I gave up. Not this time. I'm wondering how, but honestly, anything is possible. I feel like the patterns for Mad Clown are a lot harder for me, or at least at the time, than when facing against Bear Hugger. Bear Hugger was not that bad. Not even close. Because Bear Hug is in the first circuit, and Mad Clown's in the third circuit. I want to write that wrong. Plus, back then, when I was playing Super Punch-Out years ago, that was on the Wii's Virtual Console. There were no save states, so and if you game over, you have to start. You have to start again. But I want to fix this. It was already helping me when I did Punch-Out Wii for the original Alphabet Challenge. I definitely want to stream Punch-Out for the Wii in the future. Like, it's been years since I played that. Because the last thing that I did was face off against a certain monkey. But yeah, when I eventually get to Punch-Out for the Wii, I'll definitely knock out Donkey Kong. But Super Punch-Out, I will be streaming it later this year. I don't know when, but I will be streaming it later this year. All right, so what's next? So Shell Squad Game Club, we got a lot going on. We got one coming up next Friday, actually. I'm going to be playing Street Fighter 6 next week. Except I got the date wrong. It's actually July 10th that I'm doing it. So that was a mistake on my part. It's actually July 10th. Because July 9th is Retro Night. So July 10th. You might try to join for that one. Yeah, I would love for people to come in. Like, cross-platform, we'll be playing it. I have all the Season 3 characters. My Aki is rusty as hell, though. Yeah, I really gotta actually, like, get better at it. I feel like I need to put more time into Street Fighter 6. I feel like out of the Season 3 characters, like, the main character, like, because the main character that I want to use for Season 3, Capcom fucked them up. In the worst way possible. Even though they did patch it. Yeah, Alex, I wanted to use Alex. Even though they patched that story out. Still, the fact that they did it at all was fucked up. Like, the fucking, like, the cousin lover thing, like, it just makes no fucking sense. Why would they do that? I'm glad they changed it, but fuck, the fact that they did it at all was gross. Like for Capcom having such a great year this year, this was definitely like a huge fumble. Like, one of two fumbles this year, in my opinion. The other being like the fact that they could not really negotiate with the Mega Man like the Mega Man 11 voice actors who are not coming back, because like they were not being clear about whether or not there was going to be Gen AI in Dual Override, as well as like any protections, and whatever contracts they have were not great. So, which I do side with the voice actors on that one. Those are like the two like blunders, like that and the Alex shit. But other than that, everything else Capcom has done this year has been fantastic. I'm also looking forward to Yasmin. She's actually going to be fun to play as. Almost time for Colombia versus Ghana. Yeah, that one sounds like it's going to be a good match. So July 10th, not July 9th, July 10th for Street Fighter 6. Because this won the poll for July, and I decided, you know what, the August game is going to be what you're going to see coming up. All right, because you see over here, Air Riders. I do have the September game in lock, but I also have a bonus August game that will take place the following week after this. August 14th for Air Riders. That's a Friday. And then the following week, we have another game, something I haven't done in a while, Splatoon 3. We'll do Splatoon 3. We'll do Turf War and the ranked modes in private matches. I haven't done Splatoon in a while, so it'd be nice to get back into that. Yeah, I'm definitely doing Raiders. We're gonna do, like, I definitely want to figure out like how I'm gonna handle co-op in that. September 2nd is going to be Tetris 99. We'll do some Tetris 99 matches. I want to see if I can get as many people to show for Tetris 99, because I want to get a big room if possible. I want to bring back Tetris 99. I really want to. The fact that this is still supported is fucking wild. I love Tetris 99 so much. So I definitely want to go back to playing this every now and then. I never played 99, but I'm down to join. Oh, yeah. And of course, I am going to be streaming the new Ocarina of Time remake. I'm looking forward to playing this game. I've been wanting to like the fact that we're getting the Ocarina of Time remake this year. I don't know when it's coming out. So if it comes out in November, then that's going to be a wild November. You'll see. Because there is something else I'm doing in November. Or possibly. But we'll get to it. But Ocarina of Time, it's going to be streamed day one. I just need a release date. I want to see how the game plays in comparison to the original or even the 3DS version. So I'm looking forward to playing Ocarina. Let me just scroll through a bit. And now let me show off there I go. The weird Link, realistic Link model. I have a certain cloud of suspicions. Imagine if this comes out in the same week that GTA 6 comes out. Because I'm not streaming GTA 6. But I'll stream this. We'll be streaming this year. Whenever Nintendo announces a release date, of course. That's when I'm going to stream it. And then I had a sizzle reel of backlog games I'm going to do. So... Yoku's Island Express. This one looks like fun. It's like a pinball, like puzzle platformer game. It looks cool, looks fun. Because this is actually from a Wheel of Backlog, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. Tinykin. It kind of reminds me a bit of Pikmin. I remember trying this at PAX East years ago, and I thought it looked fun. So I wanna give that one a try. Then there's Pac-Man World 2 Repack. Gonna be playing this one. This one will probably take me like 2 streams to beat, because I looked at how long to beat this. Because I love the original Pac-Man World Repack better than the original version of Pac-Man World. But will I like this one? We'll see. Batman Arkham City, day one, like it's gonna be July. This is actually going to be the game I'm going to play after The Adventures of Elliot. This will be the game I'm going to play after The Adventures of Elliot. So you'll be seeing that and Pac-Man. I'm going to do them both after Adventures of Elliot. Chibi Robo in the fall. Cannot wait to finally play this game for the first time. Because I'm going to be streaming Elliot next week, Dragon. Since I've beaten Golden Sun, I'm going to be streaming Elliot next week. This Chibi Robo looks like a weird game, but it's a game I know I'm going to do. Sid Blast stream when? Shut up. Pikmin 2. I've never actually played Pikmin 2. I've only beaten the first one, and I beaten it last year. We'll see if I like this one more. We will see if I like Pikmin 2 more than Pikmin 1. I might not. But then eventually I'll do Pikmin 3 and 4. And nothing else. And nothing else. Alright, so, like I was basically talking about, like I was basically doing a little bit of a briefer, like a primer, before I go to the last thing, which, as you can see right here, is Final Fantasy VII Remake. So, I'm doing the trilogy. All 3 games, I'm going to do Final Fantasy VII Remake this fall. More likely around the time that GTA 6 is coming out, I'm going to be streaming this game. And if Ocarina happens to come out around that time, then I'm going to do both. We're going to party like we're in the fucking 90s, like doing this and Ocarina remake side by side. Now that's going to be some wild shit. I might actually make that to a fucking event. Like, you know how we have fucking Doom and Doom Eternal and Animal Crossing New Horizons, basically shit like that, or fucking Oppenheimer and Barbieheimer. We're gonna do this shit like this and Ocarina. So remake going to be doing this. And what we call this event, Final Ocarina 7. I don't know. I don't know what I would call it. Name pending. Fall 2026. More likely around the time when GTA 6 comes out. And then the next up right here is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which came out a couple years ago, because like Remake came out in 2020 during the pandemic, and then this is like 2024. It actually did not perform as well as Remake did. But then again, at the time, like, because not everybody owned a PS5, and it came out on PC later, and then like last month it came out on Switch too. And I think it also came out on Xbox last month, but I got them on Switch too, so I'll play it on there. And I'm also gonna get Revelation. No, because they decided to move on to just developing exclusively on PS5 for Rebirth. The famous didn't meet expectations. Squeenix, for all the good stuff they do, they always fail at whatever impossible expectations, because apparently Final Fantasy 16 did not perform as well as they wanted it to. I think that they should make Final Fantasy 17 a multi-plat. So January, that's when I'm gonna play this. More likely it's gonna be one of the first 2 games I'm gonna do for the year. And then I'm going to do Final Fantasy VII Revelation right around the time it comes out. That PS exclusivity bite them in the ass so hard, it did. I feel like that was like a wake-up call. I feel like if Final Fantasy 16 ever makes it to Switch 2, they're going to have to... The only way that Final Fantasy 16 will make it on Switch 2 is if they rebuild the entire game from the ground up. That's how they'll have to do it. They'll have to build the entire game from the ground up. What I would suggest them doing is making a new version of it, and imagine they called it like a director's cut of some sort, and that's how they'll bring it to Switch 2. They would have to build it with Switch 2 in mind. But the fact that Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth, actually, I've seen how they look on Switch 2, and they look gorgeous. Granted, it's not 60 frames, but it still looks good regardless of the frame rate. And even though, like, more likely Revelation will not be 60 frames on Switch 2, they're still going to do what they can to make it look good, unless they somehow manage to pull shit off. Whatever fucking magic they come up with. Yeah, because Rebirth has more compromises, but still looks good. Like, that's the thing. Like, it gets to a point where unless you care about the frame rate, you're not really going to notice otherwise. But I'm looking forward to playing. They should at least like do performance mode, like have options for performance mode. So if you want the frame rate or if you want the graphics, you get to choose what you want. So spring. For this kind of game, doesn't matter too much, yeah. And of course, when Street Fighter 6 gets Tifa, I'll be playing Tifa on that. I'll take a day to do that. Let me go right here. Close this out. Spring into action, yeah. Maybe for Switch 3 they'll do that, yeah. So yeah, like those are pretty much the stuff that I showed off. There's a couple more things I'm gonna showcase right now. We got like what we'll call the post showcase slideshow. Except I'm doing a slideshow through Paint.net because I was having issues with like getting rid of text in Google Slides. So I'm just gonna do it like this until I can figure out like how to handle the fucking Google Slides after this. Alright, so as you can see right here, I have Paint.net. Let me go ahead and showcase what I got right here. All right, so right here, sharing with Shell Shock is going to get to episode 100. Like right now, we're on break. It's currently on break, but I'm gonna do episode 100 on September 13th at 8 p.m. Eastern. I don't know exactly when. Oh, like I don't know exactly what this is going to be yet. I'm still debating on what this is going to be, like, because I have different ideas, but I don't know yet, and I don't know who will be on it. I'll figure it out. So September 13th at 8 p.m. because I figured I wanted to take like the summer off and then bring this back on September 13th, episode 100. Like the fact that I've actually made it to 100 episodes, it's wild. It's wild how we actually made it this far. And I'm looking forward to, because I did episode 50 on my birthday stream, which was find flaws of your favorite games. I might revisit that in the future with different guests. Next up, originally the plan was to do the Sonic Adventure 2 Battle Archipelago in June. It was supposed to have already been started, but this has gotten delayed to late summer because one of the participants who is going to be a part of the archipelago, which would be Rick from the D-pad, he is currently like busy, so he's not going to be available for the next couple of months. So when he gets back, we'll finalize a date, and then we're going to do this archipelago. So it's like a it's kind of like a randomizer, but there's a lot more to it. I know for a fact that Shad's going to help me out with this. I'm going to have to talk to Shad. I'm also going to talk to Linky as well, so that they can help me out. Rick will also help me out, because this is actually the first time I'm ever doing an archipelago. And I'm looking forward to seeing how that's going to go. But the reason why I wanted to do Sonic Adventure 2 Battle is because I wanted to get a bunch of Sonic stuff for his 35th. So, but that's not the only thing I have planned for Sonic. What happened to Super Metroid Link to the Past randomizer? I still got to do that. I haven't planned on when I'm doing it. It was supposed to be last year, but I delayed it, and I don't know when I'll do it. Sonic the Hedgehog Genesis Era Shuffler. So I'm gonna play I'm gonna play the Sonic Genesis games. So I'm just gonna stick to Sonic 1, 2, 3, and Sonic and Knuckles. Maybe Sonic CD, but I don't know if I'm gonna do Sonic CD yet. Late summer. It will more likely be a one-off. It's just like for fun. It's the Genesis era of Sonic. I'll just do like a shuffler through like BizHawk. I'll play the classic games, like shuffling them, just to see how things are gonna go. I'm also planning to do another race. It's been a while since I've done a race. The last one I did was Super Mario World during the affiliate anniversary stream back in December. So it's gonna be Sonic the Hedgehog 2. On August 23rd, 2026, I'm finalizing who's going to be on it. There's one more person I need to ask and get the okay from. But so far I already got a few people, but we just got to get one more person that involved. And then after that, we'll get the race. But yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And then I want to ask if they want to do this with the emeralds or without the emeralds. They could either be Sonic or Tails, or Knuckles or Amy if we're going to do Origins, but we might not do Origins. We might just do the original version of Sonic 2. We'll talk about it. I'll talk about it with them. We'll figure it out. I also have another shuffler I'm going to be doing this year. So in addition to the Sonic game shuffler, here's one that I wanted to do that's going to be a bit different. Street Fighter. In November, I'm gonna do Street Fighter Game Shuffler. So we'll have Street Fighter 1, Street Fighter, like different versions of Street Fighter 2, and Street Fighter Alpha. I also got to make sure I can get the Street Fighter 3 games to run. We'll see if I can get those to run. I'm gonna make sure to load them up and make sure I can get New Generation, Second Impact, or Third Strike. Or I might just skill a few of them and just do Dirt Strike. I might have it so that the only Alpha game that'll be on here will probably be Alpha 3. 2 versions of Street Fighter 2, which would be actually 3. Actually no, 2. Super, like Street Fighter 2 Turbo Hyper Fighting and Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Street Fighter 1 will be on here. So it's just those. We'll figure it out. November. Because I'm interested in seeing like if I can actually do a shuffler like this for a fighting game. And if this works, then I'll do one for Mortal Kombat. And then after I'm done with the Game Gear era of Sonic the Hedgehog, the Handheld Eras Tour, the next game after that, after Triple Trouble and Blast, will be Pocket Adventure for the Neo Geo Pocket Color. And then we're going to do all 3 games in the Game Boy Advance era for platformers. That'll be Sonic Advance, Advance 2, and Advance 3 late in July. As for the other games in the Handheld Eras Tour, stay tuned, because I'll do those at a later date. I don't know when, but I'll figure it all out. More likely, what's going to happen is that I'm going to break them up, because I'm going to be doing this Sonic Handheld Eras Tour will end on March 31st at the latest, for March 31st, 2027 at the latest. So it'll still be going on until then. Or it's either March 31st or until I finish all the games, whichever comes first, which it should be like when I finish the games. I'll figure out a date for Sonic Rush and Rush Adventure. I'll do those on their own, and then I'm going to do the Sonic Rivals games as a pair, and then I'm going to pair up Sonic Colors DS and Sonic Generations 3DS, and then that's it. I still need to go back to old versus new for The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D, because I did Majora's Mask, but now I got to do Majora's Mask 3D. So August. That's when I'm going to play this, August. And we'll see if I like this version of the game more than the N64, or the other way around. That's why I'm going to be doing one for Street Fighter. Yeah. Next up is Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. Since I did Pokemon Fire Red, I'm going to do Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. Still got to determine the date for this, but this is in the cards. And of course, I do plan to have some new emotes. I'm actually going to retire a few emotes and replacing them. And there's some other emotes that are going to be changed up, like visually. And there will also be some new channel point redemptions. I'm also going to remove a few channel point redemptions, and then there's some that's going to be added. However, there is a channel point reward redemption that is still going to stay around. If you want to know which one I'm going to confirm that's going to stay around for the foreseeable future, the one from Smiling Friends where they shout out, "Oh, we were right there, man." That's staying. That's not going anywhere. But there will be a couple others that have not been used that will be dropped. And there will be some new redemptions that are not just like those visual alerts or sound alerts, but rather but like it's off. But the thing is that they're those channel points are off for today due to the broadcast, but they will be back on Sunday. But there will be some new redemptions. I'm gonna figure them out in due time. Like you're still gonna get the Bean Boozled stuff, so you're still gonna get that. You're still gonna get me clucking like a chicken. Those are not gonna go anywhere. But I'm going to come up with some new ideas. In fact, if you guys have new ideas on what you guys want to see for channel point redemptions, go into my Discord and suggest it there. You can do that. In fact, what I'm going to do is, here is the link to my Discord. So if you want to suggest ideas, there is a stream suggestions channel. You could suggest whatever channel point redemption ideas and post there, and then I'll look into it and see like what I can do. So because I would love to hear you guys' ideas in terms of like what you guys want to do. But I will say I kind of want to do less sound alerts and less visual alerts and more like different ideas. But we'll play it by ear. We'll see what we'll do. And that's the end of the slideshow. That's the end of this like paint.net slideshow that I did. But yeah, so there's a lot of stuff that I'm going to be doing this year. I'm still figuring everything out, but next week, I know next week I'm going to be playing The Adventures of Elliot. That'll start next Tuesday, because next Monday I have a madness for Board Game Top Shop, which I know that Hito is more likely going to be hosting again. And he's going to do a block party for that, so I'm going to be in one of those two games. I will say though that I kind of want to do another weird party game with the guys from Mario Party Madness. And I remember doing a poll asking people like, what is a party game you guys want to see me do? So let me actually go and check it out. I think that the one that won was the Muppets Party Cruise. Let me actually take a look. Let's see. Actually, it was a three-way tie. It was Muppets Party Cruise, Fusion Frenzy, and Imagine Party Babies. If I'm going to be doing any of this shit, though I've heard Muppets Party Cruise was actually good, but for Imagine Party Babies, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to get other people to suffer with me. And I'm going to make sure of it. But I do want to play 100% Orange Juice. I've heard that one was fantastic. I feel like that's something some people in this community would actually enjoy. It's on Steam. Sonic and the Secret Rings multiplayer. Though, if we could pull that one off, that'd be fantastic. Because I know that one has motion controls. We'll have to do a workaround for that to make it work. But that might not be something we'll do like online through Parsec because of that. I guess it's time for me to suffer then. Well, we'll see. Secret Rings Party Mode is a true gem of its time. Yeah. I might have to rely on doing that one locally with people, and we would have to make that one work. The same thing goes for like Rayman Raving Rabbids TV Party, because I feel like some motion control inputs may not translate well through buttons. You would have to do a lot of workarounds to get it to work. So I feel like the best thing to do is do it locally. And also, Wii U like streams through Parsec is completely out of the question, because there's no way to get certain things to work through Parsec. So if you wonder why we haven't done Mario Party 10 or Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival, that's why. There's no possible way to make it work unless in terms of online. It will only work if it was local. I would have to either like invite people or be at someone's place or at whatever venue just to make it work. But hey, Amiibo Festival will actually be pretty good content in terms of seeing like just how we're going to handle all that. But the game itself actually kind of looks boring, so I don't think that it's going to be as funny as people will probably think it would. Maybe someday, but if we could pull it off. But it's one of those things where Wii U stuff it will only have to be local for now. And there is a Shrek Super Party. I would like to do that in the future. But yeah. But I definitely want to push for Muppets Party Cruise, and I want to also do Pac-Man Fever. Like, I did stream that Winnie the Pooh party game back in January with Nintendon, Clark, and Mike, and that one was ridiculous. I don't know if I'll do that one again. And for Mary Kate and Ashley Sweet 16, I'm just going to say this right now. I'm not doing another one of that. That one's going to be just a one-time thing. Like, everyone had, like, we had our fill. We did it once. We don't really need to do it again. Plus, there's other party games. There's way too many party games we can do. But I do want to go back to Sonic Shuffle. There's still one more board I haven't done yet for Sonic Shuffle. I want to do that soon. I want to see when everybody wants to do Sonic Shuffle, because I would be totally down. There's one more board. But eventually we'll do it. But yeah, that's practically it. So originally my plan was that I was going to do the Game Gear Sonic games, but that's Sunday. I'm doing it on Sunday instead. At 8 p.m. Eastern, as you can see right here. So that's when I'm gonna go and do the Sonic games. It's just gonna be Triple Trouble and Sonic Blast. If there's time, maybe I might do Sonic Pocket Adventure, maybe, or it might just be those two games, and then we'll do Sonic Pocket Adventure at a later date. Let me see who's online that I can send the raid over to, because we're gonna end it right here. But I appreciate everybody coming in. It was a lot of fun. I do have somebody, but let me see how long she's going to be on for. I think she's going to be on for a while. All right. We're going to go and send the raid over to Blue Peas and Rupees, who is playing The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, as this is one of my favorite Zeldas. So let me go send the raid over to her. So Blue Peas and Rupees playing The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. So thank you all for coming in. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Be awesome, stay awesome. Tell your loved ones you love them. Check on them as always. May you all fight for everlasting peace. And I'll see you guys next time. And remember, be kind, rewind. And y'all take care and y'all have a good night.